You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell, and co-host Keelan Harvey on Alternative Talk AM 1150. Now, back to the show with local mortgage experts Tina Mitchell and Keelan Harvey.
Welcome back to the Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell.
And co-host Keelan Harvey. Your
local mortgage experts right here on 1150 AM KKNW, the Saturday, August 4th show. We are here to help you build a strong financial blueprint 1 week and one show at a time. If you're hearing our show at a different time or day, you are listening to a rebroadcast, but we're here to connect you with our guest on the show. Please call in at 1-855-400-1150. Again, that's 1-855-400-1150 or online at themoneyhour.com. In studio right now, Rosemary West with Avenue Properties, Avenue Lux Collection, today's real estate market. Rosemary, thank you so much for coming back in.
Thank you.
And a little bit about Rosemary. Rosemary West has over 20 years of experience in the local real estate market. She attributes her success to her extensive marketing and sales expertise, advising, and public relations that have formed the foundation of her large local network.
Rosemary, what the heck is real estate market activity?
What the heck?
What the heck is
Exactly. It's an interesting market, and it's when you read the newspapers and you hear people speaking about that our inventory has actually increased immensely and that we have opportunities out there for buyers, it just really depends on the pocket of the area that you're looking into. Personally, I have experienced multiple offer situations in the last 2 weeks that were just intense. Trying to win an offer has been extremely difficult, just like it was before, and you're still seeing lottery type of situations to win. Your clients really have to be in that position. They have to be pre-approved. They have to be ready to either pay all cash or pay the difference of the appraisal between the difference of what the home appraises for and what they're going to be paying for it to win that particular offer.
Yeah.
We are seeing in the price point above, for example, $3 million waterfront properties, still not enough inventory. I have literally about 10 clients right now that are looking for the ideal waterfront property, and there just is not enough to select from. We just don't have enough inventory when it comes to that type of a property. Mm-hmm. We have, for example, the most expensive zip codes in our Washington State area are, of course, Medina 98039. Then you go into some of the other areas in King County that also are experiencing very high appreciation rate. Those markets do not have enough inventory as of yet to select from.
Yeah, and so I like how you bring up, Rosemary, it really depends in the area, and you are really specific in the business that you do, and you do majority is all luxury business, and in those zip codes that you're talking about. So you're not really experiencing, you're seeing any slowdown, maybe less competitive bids coming in or not?
Well, what I'm also experiencing, because a lot of my clients are repeat clients and referrals.
Yes.
And if they're the type of client that is looking to scale down, they're selling their home they maybe have been in for 30 to 40 to 50 years. Uh-huh. And they want to get the most for their money. We're also looking in situations where if they're retiring, we're looking at Whidbey Island, Anacortes, the San Juan Islands, Bainbridge Island.
What's happening in the islands?
And actually, I've been selling in those areas as well. And the reason for that is they see a bigger value. You can still pick up quite some great inventory on, like, for example, Orcas Islands, Friday Harbor. Bainbridge has already started to climb a little bit because of its proximity to downtown Seattle and its accessibility.
Yeah.
So therefore, if people are interested in going a little bit further out and are okay with not worrying about the commute of an everyday going into an office or job where they have to be there, this is a great opportunity for them.
So, Rosemary, I know we've physically experienced some serious temperature changes, especially today. What about the real estate market on the east side? How's the temperature change with that?
One of the things that I've noticed with real estate, for example, in Kirkland, and I had right off the bat, I listed a property that was just a fabulous property in downtown Kirkland, had the type of layout that is very unique. It had an enormous deck, which is hard to find. And the spaciousness of it was open. It was remodeled. we had a lot of interest. I would say I've been holding an open house every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Saturday and Sunday, I've been holding them in Kirkland. And one of the things that has been coming out of that market is that we get a lot of people coming through that have a real estate agent that are already pre-approved, maybe paying all cash. They are serious buyers. It's a matter of, does this particular place fit the needs I'm looking for? And again, they're running into that situation where we just do not have enough inventory in downtown Kirkland that is ample for a little bit of space and within a price point that people are comfortable taking that leap and investing upon.
Yeah.
We are experiencing quite a few of these buyers that are being very careful of not wanting to overpay. And the interesting thing about real estate is that everyone that seems to buy real estate this is their second, third, fourth home, or it's a retirement home, they have so many people around them that are whispering in their ear about what they should be doing.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to get caught up in the frenzy and think, my place deserves multiple offers. My place deserves to be way over list price. And in this market, because as Sherry was mentioning, it has changed. It is not as volatile as it was maybe 2-3 months ago. You have to really keep in mind, is it a realistic offer? Am I being realistic in accepting this? And be okay with, if you get a full price offer, that's maybe that one offer that's all you're going to receive.
Yeah, and it's so important, Rosemary. That's what I say when I was coming into wrapping up our last segment. That you have to listen to your agent's expert advice. Make sure first you're working with an expert. So because there's only a few of them out there, strong agents that know what's going on, but also the data's out there. So let them show you the data of what's happening and just see. And I know, Rosemary, you were just sharing a story earlier before we came online that you just made mention to of a client not taking a full offer and then the whole thing fell apart, So you really, have to be strategically thinking in this market. Now, multiple offers, they're still happening.
Yes.
They're just happening less.
Well, to give you an idea, the last 2 days, I actually was with a client that needs to be into a home within 30 days. This particular client, I would say 9 out of 10 clients are all cash. This particular client is one of those ones that falls into that 10% that is financing. So his financing is locked in. He needs to find a place within 30 days. So we were out there looking intensely. We must have looked at 18 properties. Of those 18 properties, half of them had multiple offers. And we had to really look to see where we could really compete because some of those were all cash. And he was not going to be able to compete with an all cash transaction. And they were waiving inspections. They were even waiving the septic inspection as long as they got the health certificate, which is really interesting to me that people are willing to take that risk. Even when you advise them that's not the best idea to do so and to please maybe even contact an attorney to decide if this is really the avenue that you want to move into. And I was up till 2 a.m. each night writing offers because we kept having to change our offer because the agent was calling me, letting me know that there is other offers coming in.
Yeah.
And it's just that intense of a market. And my clients aren't used to that. They hadn't bought a home in 16 years, and they thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
Who does this at 2 a.m? We're trying to sign documents and trying to get a position. I believe we will find out here in a few minutes. I think we are going to win one of our offers that we had out there, and it's actually their first choice.
Yeah, good.
That's exciting. What about the flip side of that coin? What about price reductions? Are you seeing that at all?
A few, not a lot. I think on it depends on the property. If it was priced right initially, you're not seeing a price reduction. If it was a property that was being aggressively priced, they went on the top of the market, went above what maybe the market you told them the price should be. In that case, yes, we are seeing a price reduction.
So, Rosemary, has the economy and the potential tariffs affected how the real estate market temperament is changing?
Oh, my word. Every day it's like, let's see what the next tweet is going to be, right? And what are we going to do with the market? And you experience this more than we even do, is what is going to happen with interest rates, bond rates.
Yes.
What is happening with the stock market? And that has a lot to do with people's portfolios, maybe money they're taking out to buy a home cash. So it is important to find out what is the risk that people are willing to take. What is it their motivation? Where are they going to take their money to pay for that property all cash? And is it wise for them to do so? Are they speaking with their financial advisor to make sure this is the best way for them and they're not going to encounter any type of penalties or capital gain taxes that they're going to have to deal with? It's a very complex, wonderful situation to be with clients. I find this the most exciting part of the real estate business, is to sit there with a client, and if they are extremely knowledgeable and understand the financial world, the stock market, they are great to try to massage an offer that will work for them and
I love that.
help them win.
Yes, yeah.
Well, overall, it sounds like the theme is movement of these many little pieces. So considering movement, what does it look like for our market? Where are we headed? Where's this movement going?
Like Sherry said, I wish we had that crystal ball. Maybe we can find that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm still seeing people move into the area. I am seeing a frenzy. People that are coming into my open houses are all from tech industries. They're moving here with Google. They're moving here with Facebook. They're moving here with Microsoft. A lot of Amazon people as well. Now, Microsoft actually, there was it hit the news that they were going to be laying off quite a few of their international sales force. But there was also a few days later that explained that they are also going to be hiring a lot of new people into that
it's funny if you read something about one of the our big employers laying off or something, but it's like, oh my gosh, we have so many big employers. It really doesn't matter what one does when we've got the other one doing. There's so much opportunity here in employment. Just like you said, there was a negative followed by a positive there. But interesting. So working with an experienced real estate agent, why is that so important?
Oh, extremely important to help you structure that offer, to make sure that you're not falling into pitfalls that could cost you money in the end. It's extremely crucial for you to have someone that is knowledgeable in the business. There's a lot of agents out there. I think we have over 26,000 agents in our area. A lot of new agents. That's not to say that they're not great agents.
Yes.
It's very important to make sure that you're giving your clients the best advice and guidance that you need. Ultimately, we are just there to facilitate, educate, and understand what the pitfalls possibly may be, and share that with them and prepare them for those opportunities that come their way and not risk their financial situation or continue to appreciate, hopefully. And right now, the market seems to be quite strong. Building construction, still an interesting dynamic, because if you go into the outer areas, you'll see more being built. But in the core area, there's not as much being built. Things are more expensive. Because of the tariff fears, we are seeing expense of cost of materials, cost of labor. That all affects the price point at the end.
Yeah.
And right now, I believe it's one of the best times to buy, the best times to sell, because interest rates are still enormously low compared to what they've been in the past.
Yeah.
And on top of that, prices could continue to grow, even though it's slowed down a little, only because we have so much growth in our area.
Yeah. Well, Rosemary, thank you so much for joining us back in studio. It's always a pleasure to see your smiling face.
Thank you. I appreciate this.
Coming up next on the Money Hour, downsizing and estate sale services. Joe Maassen with Caring Transitions, South Puget Sound, right here at 1150 AM KKNW after the short break.